G'day and welcome to Handbuilt. This week we're going to work on the old G60.
Oh no, rusty piece of shit. Got every intention of making it fit.
So I want to get this ready for October. There's Datsun Day down at Glenelg at Wiggly's Reserve. So yeah, I want to take this. So if you're around the place, come down and check us out, say g'day. In November, there's Classic Japan Day at Birdwood Motor Museum in Birdwood. I'll also be attending that. There's also Palmer Hot Rod Show, Autofest. It's all coming up. So this is going to be the one I take while I'm restoring the 260Z. So this is going to be my machine of choice. So what we're going to do, we're going to start with a brand new windscreen. I'm going to put it in because there's got a big crack down here. So I'm going to pull this whole thing off because it's got a bit of rust while the windscreen's out. I've got to fix the rust. Geez, I'm pressed for time. It's only about 4 weeks away. So I better get into it. Yes. So the first thing I've got to sort out is this wire here, which goes up and powers your windscreen wipers. I thought there might have been a plug inside the glove box, but there's not. I think I'm going to have to open the bonnet and see if there's one under there. Yeah, so I was right, I've got two plugs here, which I've got to undo, then I should be able to pull them through the glove box. So, let's have a look. See, now the whole window comes forward like so. Okay, this window is actually heavier than it looks. So I'm just going to take two out on either side, and I'll leave the last two. Not sure why, but I just will. I'll do them last. Just measurement of torque reading. That's pretty easy, actually. Now I just got to get it off without breaking shit. Wow, that's tight. Do that. Okay. Oh, it is heavy. Try not to scratch the lovely Juco. Nearly popped me pupper. Okay. Lay it down without breaking the mirror off. Alright, I'm going to take the wipers off first. Yeah. Alright, because this rubber's so old and the window's already broken, I'm just cutting it out and I'm going to get a new rubber. But I've got to save at least that much of it that's all in one piece, because I've got to take it down and get it matched with a new universal windscreen rubber. I think you can get them brand new, but I'll just get a universal one. It's got to come out again anyway when I actually get around to respraying it properly. For now I'm just going to cut it out. Hope it's not too rusty. So far it looks good. These knives are nasty. This used to be, I used to work in an abattoir for 17 years. And this was one of my knives. I used to skin the back legs of the cows, and they had to have the knives so sharp that you could shave with them. And I actually did, because they used to make you wear a beard net if you had a beard, so you don't drop hair all over the cow carcasses. One day my beard got a little bit too long. They got to make me wear one, so I went out to the washroom and I just put some soap on my face and I shaved it off with my knife. That's how sharp they are. Because I wasn't going to wear a beard net. It's so fucking so uncomfortable. So uncomfortable. Okay, where do we start? That was harder to get out than what I expected. I would never have got it out with saving the rubber. But the actual frame itself, where the window sits, is not too bad. A bit of rust there and a bit of rust over there, but I don't think it's broken through. But up here, you can see there's a hole there. And this is along the top, where the water must have sat in under the canvas when it had the canvas roof on it. So that whole rail, the canvas mounting point, I'm going to have to get off. I'll try and save it. But if not, I'll just do without it, because I'm not sure whether I'll ever put a canvas top on it or not. If I do, I might just use press studs. I got this through the mail today, brand new. So hopefully I'll be able to get a full pedal and won't have to pump the brakes. I'll put those in very soon. Just got to remove all the hardware off the window frame so I can start cutting and grinding without destroying everything. While these are off, I might give them a good clean up too. They're filthy. This is a view from the inside. As you can see, it's rusty. I'm going to have to pull that rail off, whether I cut it off or unstitch it. I'm not sure yet. I'll see how visible the spot welds are, and if they're okay, I might just try and unstitch it, and then I can weld it back on. There you go. As you can see, I got the rail off. Rail's in pretty good condition. It needs a blast, but I'm probably not going to put it back on, because I'm not sure that I'm even going to worry about making a canvas roof. I might make a removable hard top instead. But as you can see, we've got rust here going from about there up to about there. We've got holes. The rest is just surface pitty rust, and now I'm going to have to sandblast that. I was hoping to do that this weekend, but my sand is wet and I don't think it's going to dry in time. So what I'm going to do is I will plate what needs to be plated from roughly here up to there. I'll put a plate in there, and I'll probably have to wait till my sand dries so I can blast the rest. But in the meantime, I'll fit up that brake cylinder and change some wheels, tyres, and I'll show you how to use the wheel balancer here when I do that. Right, so that's that. So I've folded over a bit of metal, and I've had to give it a shrink along this edge with my shrinker stretcher just to get that curve along the top. So now I'm going to cut the old rusty metal out so I can weld this in. So it's the start of spring and it's a wet, miserable, horrible, windy crap day. I'm working with limited room because I don't want to take my cars outside because I don't want them to get wet because no roofs and bare metal and all that stuff. So I've got the rusty bit cut out. Don't need that anymore. Got a new bit made. Frogs in the throat. I've got a new bit made. Obviously that goes there. And I've put copper spray where I've got to do the plug welds. Still got to drill the holes for the plug welds because my spot welder is cactus. Now I've got to get this wire out because I don't want to burn it when I'm welding. So I'll flip it over, I'll show you the process of how I do that. So this wire runs around the edge and up through here. So what I've done, so I've got a piece of, I'm getting wet, got a piece of MIG wire, I just tied it to the end here, and I'll pull that through the hole and back up around through here. That way, I'm getting really wet. That way when you pull this through, the MIG wire will follow it through. You use any wire, fine wire. When you pull the MIG wire through, it'll stay in there and you can tie it off and then you can use it to pull the electrical cable back through again. Not sure how smooth this is going to go, but start by feeding it through the hole. I'll pull it through the other end. We're nearly there. Alright, we got it. So I'm just going to untie it from here. And I'll tie the two ends together. That way I know they're not going to go anywhere. That's done. So I've lost the welding glove. I have to go on Michael Jackson on you. I'm just going to tack this in with the MIG welder and then I'll TIG it the rest of the way. Horrible wind. My visor's all fogged up. I must be breathing too heavy. Getting excited. So, get the fog out. There you have it. It's got no rust holes. So still waiting for my sand to dry. I've got it laid out here on some tin. If it wasn't so wet and miserable, I'd put it outside in the sun, but there is none. So yeah, hopefully I can get it dry enough by Sunday and I might be able to give it a blast then. Like to get the windscreen fitted next week sometime and put it back on the car. And if all goes well and we've got a nice weekend next weekend, I might even take it for a drive somewhere. Maybe to Mount Barker, or maybe to Manham Waterfalls or somewhere. So I'm going to sign off on this video for now. I'll make another one with fitting the windscreen. I've got a couple other things to do as well. Like, got to fit some tyres. Got two almost bald tyres, so I've got to fit up some tyres, and I'll try out my new wheel balancer. And what was there? There's something else. Oh yeah, I've got to fit my master cylinder. So got to bleed that up. That'll be next week's job. So yeah, that's it for now. Please subscribe and like and share and all that. And I'll see you very soon.
For no rusty piece of shit.